In a world full of noise and endless distractions, where the city never sleeps and voices compete to be heard, one podcast dares to cut through the chaos. Welcome to the Oracle 19 podcast, where truth meets thought and bold ideas spark conversations that shape our urban world.
Welcome to a brand new podcast. And as always, this is the Oracle 19. And my name is Mr. Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your business on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com or the Oracle 19 Radio or the Oracle 19 at the Oracle19radio.com to inquire about putting your business or brand on this platform. We have different links to other affiliates, www.linktree.com/Evolution of London. We do have a Patreon channel, which we have videos that's not posted on YouTube. We have digital artwork, and we do consulting services as well. So that's www.patreon.com/Evolution of London. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is evolutionoflondon.com. We have a whole wide range of products, as men's, kids, ladies' clothes, cologne, perfume, house products, much more, over 10,000 products. So that's evolutionoflondon.com. Also check us out on evolutionoflondon.org for custom clothes, accessories, and EBooks for personal as well as business use. And finally, evolutionoflondon.store, STORE, and that's for custom sneakers, clothes, accessories, and much more. Evolution of DVDs and games, can't forget that. So evolutionoflondon.store. We on rumble.com, just type in the Oracle 19, you'll find us there as well. You can support us that way. And that's finally www.theoracle19radio.com. That's our internet radio station website. So you'll see videos posted there as well. So you can find us throughout social media, over 75 different countries, and we rolling along. And if you want to make a small donation to the podcast, evolutionoflondon.com, that's via PayPal. Definitely will appreciate that as well. evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. Again, via PayPal. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars from scented to unscented. Now, the scented candles is from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, eucalyptus, rose, just to name a few. If you want to place an order for these luxury candles, it's definitely very good quality, over 35 plus burning hours. Email the company at royalty9international@gmail.com. Find them on Instagram and TikTok, Royalty9 International. Mr. Will, he's been a fitness consultant for over 15 years. So if you want to book a consultation, you can email him. healthfitnessconsultant1@gmail.com. Again, that's healthfitnessconsultant1 at gmail.com. DJ Panthro, he's an international DJ, and if you want to book for him to come to your venue, email him at djpanthro519 at gmail.com. That's DJ Panthro, Panthro, 519 at gmail.com. You will also find him on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share to his page, DJ Panthro 519. And you will see his website link on his YouTube channel. Just go to the YouTube channel. Also check out his clothing line and accessories link on YouTube. And he also does video editing as well. So you can email him at the same email address that I have given you. You'll find him on Instagram, TikTok, The Real DJ Panthro. That's The D-A, The Real DJ Panthro on TikTok. Again, DJ Panthro. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. You have a whole wide range of different beats. So once you go to his YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube, and continuing to train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. We have over 1,100 shows. So it's a lot of shows, a lot of great topics. I can guarantee you that. So go to the Greatness 19 channel and like, subscribe, and share, as well as Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. A lot of great information there as well. Like, subscribe, and share to that channel as well. Mr. Evolution of London on YouTube. Kenzo Gang. Check out his album Discovery as well as his single Adora on all major platforms. That's YouTube, Kenzo Gang, Amazon Music, Spotify, Apple, just to name a few. And if you want to book for him to come to your venue, more Kenzo at gmail.com. That's more, MOORKEENZO at gmail.com. More Kenzo on YouTube. Blue Nile Naturals. Enter Blue Nile Naturals and uncover the best variety of organic products for skin care, hair care, and well-being online. Blue Nile Naturals specialize in whipped body butters, handmade incense, and 100% organic essential oils. They take pride in carefully selecting products that are alcohol and toxic free for our environmentally conscious customers. I'm hoping you are one of those customers. This is a lot of great information on the website www.bluenilenaturals.com, as well as a lot of great products. I could vouch for that, from incense, oils, essential oils for the body. You really need to check that out, and I have to co-sign for that one. It's very good quality products. You won't go wrong with that. And if you need to email Blue Nile Naturals, info@bluenilenaturals.com. Their telephone number is 416-262-5921. That's in the Toronto region. Again, Toronto, Canada for my international listeners. But you can get these products. It could be shipped to you worldwide, wholesale prices as well. And one thing which is key, toxic-free products with no synthetic ingredients for home use. That's very important, especially in this day and time. Plant-based incense as well. So check out www.bluenilenaturals.com. Over 30 years in business. Forever Green Landscaping Services. Transform your outdoor space with expert hardscaping. At Forever Green Landscaping, they specialize in creating stunning and durable hardscape features that elevate both the beauty and functionality of your property. From elegant patios and walkways to robust retailing walls and outdoor living spaces, their team combines artistry with precision to bring your vision to life. Using high quality materials and innovative design techniques, Forever Green Landscaping Services ensure that every project not only enhances your landscape, but also stands the test of time. Let Forever Green Landscaping Services help you transform your outdoor space into a breathtaking oasis. Their telephone number for a free quote, 416-844-6524. And they service in Toronto, North York, Etobicoke, Mississauga, Brampton, York Region, Markham, Woodbridge, Scarborough. Their services are interlock, concrete, retailing walls, sod insulation, docks, fences, sprinkler systems, asphalts, railings, tree services, just to name a few. www.forevergreenlandscaping.ca, and their telephone number, once again, 416-844-6524. Email them at foreverlandscaping with two G's at gmail.com. I spell it for EVERGE. Excuse me, say this again, for EVERGREENLANDSCAPING at gmail.com. Once again, Forever Landscaping Services. Now, the grand finale. You're not scared to make money, right? That's my question from me to you. If you're not scared to make money, I need your guys to go to the website of joharaadden.com. That's www.johara. I spell it JOWHARAADEN.com. www.joharaadden.com. Very, very good. This is a very good site. Take control of your financial future, venture into the digital world. You can learn in terms of acquiring a digital business. You go to the site, joining amazing supportive team globally of small business owners, and learn how everyday people are creating another source of income online. Totally legitimate. Johara Adden, you will find her on all major platforms. You can go to her Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, type in Johara Adden. You'll find her on all major platforms and learn how to make money, establish a business. Especially in this world, we're dealing with digital marketing, and this website will definitely help you, point you in that right direction, and establish a profitable business. Again, www.joharaadden.com. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for creators, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any information I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, both of those on YouTube, rumble.com. Just type in the Oracle 19 on Rumble, and finally www.theoracle19radio.com. All right, well, now we got that out the way. Today's topic is do not get in a relationship if you are not ready. Yes, do not get in a relationship unless you are ready. Reason why I'm saying this I throughout, like I always mention, I'm always on social media, and I just see like this information is going viral. In case a lot of you individuals don't know, international listeners, there's a hip hop artist, rapper. His name is Papoose. His ex-wife, Remy Ma. This is just sticking in my brain right now to talk about. And, she cheated with another guy, it's stuff that you hear in real life. But, and then they're going back and forth and getting ugly. Children is involved. And, it's always in the middle of situations. And I talked about this on previous shows many moons ago. Men, and you have to know who you're dealing with. We as men. And this is really focusing on the men on this show, but it could go the reversal to a certain degree with the ladies as well. But this is my focus with the men. Relationships is hard, as you know. And you got to really deal and understand the woman you are with. And there's signs that she is not for you. And a lot of people is not really ready to be in a relationship. You're just dealing with that person because they're fun, exciting, handsome, cute, whatever the case. But you have to look at the cold reality, especially you men, of the type of woman you're dealing with. If she's, let's say, for example, a hood chick, have a, let's say, ghetto mentality, really low frequency type of a woman, you cannot make her change. That's phase one. She is who she is. That's right off the rip. If she's loud, abrasive, she's just like a hoodish chick, and that could be any race of women, because you got hoods all over the planet Earth. So don't think for a minute it's just a black woman. The mentality of a woman is very important. There's telling signs. And I use the Papoose Remy Ma situation to piggyback on the reality. Papoose sacrificed his time, his money, especially his time. While she was locked up for years, he dedicated himself to her. He dedicated himself to her child before him. And then child they got together, of course. So he put in a lot of energy just for her to cheat. Now, a lot of ladies will say, well, it got to be a reason and stuff. Not all the time necessarily. Women out here is whores. Let's be for real. They out here in these streets. It don't have to be no rhyme and reasoning. It don't have to be because he cheated. It don't have to be necessarily he wasn't good in the bedroom. It don't have to be that. It could just be something real superficial. She just wanted another dude. And she wasn't happy. She was bored. Because a lot of these modern day females get bored easily. And they just not happy of settling down and just being happy with one dude. And he could be a good man, taking care of you, your baby, and everything else, and holding you down. A lot of these modern day females, they out here in these streets. There's no rhyme and reasoning. They just bored. Because they just not happy with simple life. They got to have other men and doing other crazy things. And then when things hit the fan, and they lose that man. Now they by themselves. There's so many women out here, modern day women, that is single and alone. Not only single, but single moms. They alone. So men, you cannot, don't get in a relationship. And even y'all ladies, don't get in a relationship and you know you're not ready. You know you're not ready for that guy. A lot of times you women just want to be with a man just to show face, just to have a title, just to say you Mrs. So-and-so, just to save face because you're a single mom and it just looks good you have a man so you don't look like a total degenerate, a total whore, a Jezebel. So you try to save face. But in reality, you are who you are. You're not ready for relationships. And a lot of people is not ready for relationships. I've been through the sands of life and I wasn't ready for relationships and the other party wasn't ready for relationships. In reality, we should have never been together. It should have just been it should have just stayed what it stayed. Just sex if you really want to get right down to it. And a lot of times we got to be real with each other with that. Stop wasting each other's time trying to fit, trying to do something and it's not you. And especially in this day and time that these modern day women, they not, and I say this a lot, they not wifey material. They're not wife material nor wifey material, which is basically girlfriend material. They're not. Modern day women are concubines and part-time concubines. It's even got even less. I would say part-time concubines. I broke it down several shows, but I'll just break it down again for my new listeners. A wife is somebody, you see is living with you, of course. You seeing her every day, all day. She's a good woman. She's cooking and cleaning, holding you down, making sure you're right, all the other fun stuff. That is, a wife. A girlfriend is a potential wife. Someone that is striving, showing good qualities, a potential wife. That if y'all going together, you see her, like, I would say about 4 days, 3 to 4 days a week, because you working and stuff. That's your girlfriend. 3 to 4 days a week, solid. You talking to her at least about 5 days a week. Yeah, that's kind of normal flow. Now, a concubine is somebody that when you want relief from as a man, I'm giving you a man perspective, from a wife or a girlfriend, maybe, they irritate you that particular week or whatever, or maybe they're going through that menstrual cycle or whatever, or you just want something strange on the side. A concubine you see once every 4 to 6 weeks. You'll pop over a concubine's house like on a Friday night, or let's say Friday after work, like actually after 6, the standard 9 to 5 or 9 to 6, you pop by the concubine's place before you reach home to the wife, or before you meet up with the girlfriend, and you just have fun with that and chill because it's Friday night. You don't have to work the next day, so you'll just chill with that until from you get off at work at 6. You reach at her place like 7. and then you chill with her. From 7, you get comfortable, you wash up. The concubine will fix you something to eat because she haven't seen you in about 4 to 5 weeks. And then, you do what you do, give her the rod of life. If you don't know what I mean by that, you just figure it out. And then after that, then you chill with her for about 10, 11 o'clock. The wife maybe call you and say what's going on, or you tell her previously you're hanging with your fellas or something, whatever. I'm just giving you the perspective of men. You're hanging with your boys, and you'll be home a little late, around 11. She's like, all right, cool. But in reality, you're chilling with that until about 10, 11. And then you tell the concubine, I see you, in another 4 or 5 weeks. She might feel a certain way, but you look at it like this. You tell her, listen, I'm a working guy. I can't see you like that. I got to grind. And that's legitimate. So then you see her, another 4 or 5 weeks. That's your concubine. Your part-time concubine, I didn't even get in between the part-time girlfriend, but, that's in between. That's a step above the concubine. But your part-time concubine is she got a bad attitude, but, she can give you the good loving. So you'll see her like once every 2 months, 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, close to 2 months. She's a pain in the neck. She's loud, abrasive, but, she got a nice body, and you can work with that once every 6, 8 weeks. You could tolerate that. I would say even 2 months. Once every 2 months, you could tolerate that. Because she got a body and stuff, and you get very good loving. So you can deal with a part-time concubine like that, because you ain't gonna see her for once every 2 months. I like to say that once every 2 months. That's tolerable. On a Friday night or Saturday night, not a Sunday night, because you got to prepare for Monday morning, but a good Friday, Saturday night, you can deal with that. That's cool. You're welcome. So most of these women out here is part-time concubines, especially in this day and time. They act like 100% savages with their mental. And men, you got to know, relationships might not be for you. Do not get into a relationship and you're not ready. Let's start with this financially. It takes a lot of finances. And it's not about tricking a female. I talked about that previously. But, when you have a girlfriend or wife and stuff, it is a expense. You're taking out to dinner and stuff. You're not going to be a total heathen, a savage, and not do that. She's going to be a bill. You want to spend time. There's payments, not these outrageous payments that these females are saying. You got to spend $2,000, $3,000, buy them $10,000 bags. I ain't trying to hear all of that stuff. That's foolishness. You're talking about just being a good man, just take out to dinner and things like that. You're going out, and naturally you're going to spend when you're taking out, because this is what men usually do. But again, not these outrageous situations that these women, these females is posing. See, there's a difference between women and females. 2% of women out here, they get it. So you don't have these issues. But these monkeys out here, these 98% of these monkeys out here, monkey mentalities, you can't deal with them with that. It's foolishness. It's stupidity. You can't even engage in that. Those is really concubines, part-time concubines. And that's a cold reality. That's a cold reality we live in now. That the mentality of these part-time concubines. And men, if your paper is funny, sometimes you got to fall back. And also, if you don't have your own place, if you're a grown man out here and you're in the dating world, you have to have your own place. You shouldn't be living with your mama in her place. You shouldn't be. If you gotta live with your mama, your grandmama, you can't do that. That's not gonna put you in a good position in life. You gotta have your own place. See, fundamentally, if you don't have your own place, you can't entertain no female. And it costs a lot of money to go to a hotel, especially in this day and time. You don't want to do no raunchy stuff, backseat of a car or in the alley being buck and naked. You don't want to do that, guys. There's too many cameras out here in this day and time. So if you don't have a solid home, solid place, and your paper is funny, you shouldn't get into a relationship, a serious relationship. And a lot of you men is not really ready. Point blank period. Point blank period. And another thing is your mind is not ready. You're not fully developed as a man. You're still trying to find your way. You don't know how to talk to women, how to deal with your woman, how to check her, how to put her in order. You don't know that yet. So you shouldn't get in a relationship, men, if you're not ready to teach your woman, to check her if she's out of pocket. A lot of times, you men, when your woman is out of pocket, you just allow her to continue being out of pocket, talking when she's not supposed to, talking over you. And it's not about getting physical with her. It's just you check her with your mouth. Tell her don't talk to you in a certain way. And if she continues talking to you in a certain way, then you have to be prepared to let her walk away. This is what we men have to do. I've been through a lot of relationships. I had to let females just walk away. And I let them walk. It's not the end of the world. Men, you got to have abundance mindset. This is a big world. There's plenty of females out here. You should be worrying about your purpose first before anything. So a lot of you men, it's not ready for a relationship. You're really not. You're not ready for a relationship. You're still trying to find yourself. You still, and it's not built, relationships is hard. It's not built for everybody. You can't do what the next man is doing because the next man might be in a good relationship and a solid relationship. He might have things together. So you want to jump into it because you see what he's doing. No, you got to look inside yourself, see what you are about as a man. Again, relationships is not for everybody. And do not get into a relationship if you're not ready. Men, you cannot. And a lot of times, this is one of the problems. You jump into relationships and you're not really ready, and you're allowing a lot of disrespect from the woman. And these women will disrespect you if you allow it. They want to have friends, male friends. You as a woman represent me. I'm your leader. You represent me. So you can't be out here, if you my woman, out here dressing a certain way, acting a certain way, talking a certain way. It just can't happen. And if you don't want to change, then you shouldn't even be in a relationship. A lot of women say, I don't want to be controlled by any man. But yet still you want a relationship from a man. Ladies, don't be in a relationship. A lot of you women is just feminists. You don't want to be controlled. I remember females said that to me. I don't want to, you can't control me. Or it's not about controlling, it's guiding. She don't want to be guided, whatever she wants to say, controlled, guiding. She don't want to listen to my authority. All right, walk. I ain't gonna stop you. I ain't gonna stalk you. I ain't gonna be around your house telling you, baby, please, please, please. I'm not dealing with you. And a lot of you men, that's what you need to do. You just need to walk away. And there's nothing wrong with that. Learn to be alone. You could be more productive that way. Get things done. Because when you have a relationship, you're in a relationship, she's going to take a lot of your time, productive time. And you have to really discipline yourself and gauge that. Because if you got business to do, you got your own business or you got other things going, it's a balancing act. But she will naturally take your time. And it's not a bad thing. But you got to be mentally ready for all of that. Be prepared to incorporate that in your life. But certainly she got to be on board. She got to be part of your vision and understand you and want to build your brand. And if she's not about building you, if she about taking from you, that's a fundamental issue. You got to leave her alone. And a lot of modern day females, not women, but females, really is in competition with you. I had to learn that as I got older. A lot of these modern day females want to see you do bad. You know, I was with a woman a while back, and she used to say a lot of slick talk to me. And I had to, check her. But when I really reflected now that I'm out of the relationship, she really she wasn't in my corner. She wanted to see me do bad. And she really low-key jealous that every little thing I was successful at. You can tell a woman that is in your corner, everything you do, I'm proud of you, sweetheart. Keep going. Can I help you? I want to do this for you. Can I do this for you? They want to help you because they know helping you is building your brand up, and in retrospect, you will be able to build them up. But you got a lot of females, they want to be in competition. If you the quarterback, they want to be the quarterback too. If you the CEO, they want to be the CEO too. And low key, they want to boss. And a lot of you men allow disrespect. And I see a lot of men in a sunken place, especially you black men, when you deal with these other races. Sidebar. You leave your race of women to be with a snowflake, and you want to be a winter soldier, and then she's bossing you, low key, indirectly or directly, or an Asian woman or whoever, they low key bossing you, and you can't allow that. Then what was the purpose of dealing with outside of your race? That's how I look at things. So you getting into a relationship, a lot of you ladies, you don't want to get into a relationship. You're not really ready for a relationship. You say you are, but you're really not. You're still in your whole phase. You still want to be a skank, a crab, old school terminology, a Jezebel, a whore. That's what you want to be, a whore. That's what you want to be. And you got to be honest with yourself. If you want to be a whore, a lot of you females are low-key whores anyway. And if you want to be a whore, be a proud whore, be a productive whore. Just say who you are. You want to have random penises at different days. You know, we in 2025 and on. You know, me and free. See, a lot of females, they be faking the funk. You want to be in a relationship, but in reality, you want to have multiple men. Let's kick it. Let's talk truth here. A lot of females, low key, you want to be a slut. What do you just tell your man? You thinking you initially, we all got to be truthful with thyself. But what do you before you even get into a relationship with a guy, just tell him. I know in this day and time, look, let me just be even more clear. Just tell your man you want to have other guys on the side. Some females keep it real. But don't just be with the guy and you don't want to be with him. You want to have multiple penises in you. Because you're a freak. You're a nasty freak. You're a nasty freak. And you really... Nasty freaks is a good thing for society. You are one of those part-time concubines that I was saying. Just be a nasty freak. Bring in, a dude, from out of state, out of country or whatever, or a different location, part of the town you live in, and then, and just be who you are. Don't try to fake it like, you a good girl and, you trying to help the community, and just be who you are. And most of these females are sluts. You go on social media, you call them influencers, OnlyFans influencers, IG models. These are nothing but sluts. They take pictures half nude. They want to be with everybody, men, women, toys, whatever. And these females too, and then they become old sluts. They 40, 50 years old, and they want guys 20 years old, 30 years old. They want to be an old, dirty slut. But yet and still they want to get married, want to be in a relationship. Guys like Papoose, and there's many guys like Papoose. We as guys like Papoose spend unnecessarily quality time. We think we're trying to hold down a woman, make them wife, elevate them to wife. They don't even want to take your last name. They want to hyphen it. Sluts. We be marrying sluts, procreating with sluts. They don't even know how to dress like when they mothers. They don't even dress like a mother. They want to dress like a slut. But yet and still they want to be treated like a mother, like a somebody. They ain't ready for relationships. They should stay single. Be who you are. Don't try to deceive the community. And I think we as men and women, be true to yourself. Know exactly what you're looking for. And these women, you gotta know really what it is. You want to be by yourself and just have a sneaky link come in every so often, then that's what it is. Then we know how to deal with you. I dealt with sneaky links before. They only wanted me to come by and handle business, and after that, you just put your clothes on and leave. modern day females is really treacherous, more treacherous. It's showing themselves more because it's social media. They've been like that for the days of the Bible. You're reading if you read on read the Bible, you find out a lot of women in the Bible was really, a lot of them was whores, evil women. They wasn't nice women. A lot of them. They just like modern day women today. And you got to really know what you're working with, men. You can't be out here just being deceived, putting yourself in a situation, and then now the aftermath. Caught, can't see your kid, etc. The girl want to put a hit on you, or you might want to put a hit on her. All of these things stimulate from really not dealing with the woman and not dealing with the man and knowing who you really want, who you are as a person, who you really are, what's good. I found a few females out here. I respect the whores, the bona fide whores, because they are who they are. They're not trying to fake it, go to church, be innocent, go to college, or be at your workplace acting like they're innocent. A while back, I listened to this female. She's married to a guy. Long time ago. She's married to a guy, been married for decades, over a decade. He's this wonderful guy, hardworking, keep himself right, in shape, whatever. But then, and she's telling a co-worker on the job, if I was 20 years younger and single, she was saying she would look at this other guy and, slut it out with him. But what do you mean? The way I just saying that, I just overheard in the conversation. What do you mean? And myself, I'm saying this to myself. You're supposed to be married, in a happy relationship, but you talk about if I was 20 years younger and single, I'd be, basically having sex with this guy on the job. What that's saying? You know what? If that will offend me. If I'm a man, if her husband, if he heard that, he should be offended. But he didn't hear, he won't hear it. Because he's not, he's not at the job. Of course not. And a lot of these females be talking that. Picture you got a wife, and she's supposed to be happy with you, content with you. But she's telling other girlfriends or people, well, if I was 20 years younger and single, I'd be whoring out with this guy because he's cute. Come on now. And the husband don't even know this. I can't live my life like that. I feel like I gotta watch. I'm getting too goddamn old to watch my back and try to figure that out while I'm out here working, trying to make a living. In the back of my mind, or back and in the back end of things, my woman is thinking this. This is disgusting. And it's dangerous, you young men. And older men at that, but especially you younger men. You got to be very, very careful of who is around you. And then you got these women out here that want to get freaked out. They try to make it seem like they want a threesome. You might want a threesome. They try to put it out there. Oh, I know you want a threesome. I will entertain it for you. But in reality, these women, in a smooth way, they want it worse than the men, a threesome. They want to get rammed by two other guys, and not necessarily you. Two other fresh new guys, and you just be in the background watching. Or two other women. These women out here is freaks, but they try to put in a smooth way that you they say, I know you want that, and I want to entertain that for you, baby. But in reality, they want it just as much, and they hot and horny on that. They want to get rawed out. These are signs, men. These are signs. You gotta be ultra careful, because you will find out you have a Judas in your presence laying by you, talking about I love you, and she really in her attention, she getting, while you out working, she getting rotted out by different men and women. That's the time we on now. So do not get in a relationship, ladies, if you're not really ready. You just want the name and glory, but you're not ready. You gotta be in it when you're in a relationship. It should be you and that person. And if y'all both in agreement to have somebody else, multiple husband or wives or whatever, that's between y'all two. I don't, I have certain feelings with that, but with women talking about they have multiple men, some of you men out here is, allow that. You like to see your woman getting rotted out. You find you following the ways of the Canaanites. Wanted to get rotted out. Want to see your woman get rotted out. That's their style. But that's the time we on. That's the life. That's the life in this day and time. Stop being in relationships, men and women, and you're not ready. In your heart, you're not ready. You're not in the position. You're not in the position. And you have to know thyself. You really do. Women, you don't know how to be a future wife. You don't know how to cook. You don't know how to clean. You don't know how to run a household. You don't know how to be a nurturing mother, future mother. You can't even take care of your hygiene. How are you going to talk about being in a relationship? If you're a girlfriend, that's what you're really supposed to be showing the man, that you are worthy to be a potential candidate to be a wife. But you just feel just a girlfriend is enough. Just being a woman is enough. How you ladies can talk about you going to the club in tight-fitting outfits? You got boyfriends and husbands at home, and you want to get on the dance floor, let guys smack you on the behind, let women smack you on the behind, grinding up on men and grinding up on women. I have to say that women too, because women on women is big at the club. Drinking alcohol, getting intoxicated, and then you're going home to your husband or wife, your husband or your boyfriend, and that's supposed to be a good thing. You had to do something different. Release some energy. You could release some energy by reading a book at home. You could release some energy by working out at home. You could be productive by starting a business of your own at home. You don't need to go to a club if you have a bona fide boyfriend or bona fide husband. You shouldn't even be in there. That's not your place no more. You're supposed to be off the market. That's why you're supposedly supposed to have a husband or a boyfriend, because you're supposedly supposed to be off the market. Supposedly. But y'all ladies bring confusion. You go to the club is for single people, always was. Single people mingling, not husband and wives. This is the truth. It's not built for husband and wives. The club is not really where you're supposed to be meeting good people anyway. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, the club is not for husband and wives. The club is for, not for you, it's for other people. Your time has sailed. That's why you have a boyfriend or a husband. But guess what? You want to bring girlfriends with you, that some of them are single hanging with you, or other married women or women in relationship, and y'all all go together at a club, sitting down, drinking in tight outfits, entertaining single men supposedly talking to you. Does that make sense? And if you feel a need to go to a club, you shouldn't be in a relationship. But a lot of these women want to burn the candle on both ends. You shouldn't be in a relationship. And to double down, and it's something I teach my daughters, you shouldn't take numbers from men if you're a wife or a girlfriend. Real talk. You're supposedly supposed to be in a serious relationship. So there's no reason for you to take down numbers from men of any kind. Unless it's from a lawyer, you're doing business, you need representation, you need professional help. Shouldn't be meeting at any place with a man. You shouldn't have to call him. You definitely shouldn't have to hang out with a man. And a lot of you females still have different men you entertaining. And then you mess up the ecosystem of life, because then you have single women, single moms, and when you have children, you bring different men to your home. So they are called the children. You're destroying the mindset of children. Uncles and uncle so-and-so, and that's not your uncle. That brings more confusion. Because your children might, they think that's really uncle, that's blood. So they will want maybe get close to that stranger, and that stranger, you don't know if that stranger is a pedophile or not. That's some next level talk. So you bring in chaos. Ladies, you should not be in a relationship, and especially you're a single mom, unless that guy is going to be your husband and you know that for sure. And after you screen him and vet him, because you now have children you have to worry about and protect. But oh no, she gotta get her groove on. She don't care about the children. She just care about herself. So she gotta entertain other men. You're a mother. That changes the game. You already had your fun. The fun is a result of these little critters that you got. And if you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different baby daddies, this is your result. You got to cool out. That's the price you pay. But oh no, you don't want that. You still want to be a hot girl, a city girl, or low key, and you think you hiding from society. No, there's always somebody watching you. Your kids. They might not see you in the act, but they could feel your energy. They could feel you being a slut. That's just what it is. And then if we go down that rabbit hole, it's just chaos, messing up next generation. You're destroying the whole ecosystem of your life, your generations, single moms, because you want to be in a relationship and you don't have the time. You can't cook for that new man because you got to cook for the babies. You know you can't even hang out too much with that new man because you got to take care of the babies, teach the babies, change the clothes of babies, iron their pants, teaching your children how to be better children. You don't have time. That's a full-time job, so you can't really get in a serious relationship. You don't have time. But a lot of these females try to crowbar the situation, burn the candle at both ends, and cause destruction all around. And men never chase women. Never chase a woman. These women, if they don't want to deal with you, they don't want to bother with you, don't chase them. These females out here, got numbers and passed on females, and they want to call. Look, if I give them my number, and I tell them to call me at this time. That's one of the old school techniques, but it still holds true. You exchange numbers with the female. You tell her, here's my number. I need you to call me tonight at 8 o'clock. I got things to do. Call me at 8 o'clock sharp. Not, 8:30 or 9 o'clock. Call me at 8 o'clock. And if she don't have that intensity, number one, to call you, don't be following her. Don't be doing all of that extra. Really, you shouldn't. If she's feeling you, she's going to call you. Point blank, period. If she's not feeling you, she's not going to call you. Point blank, period. Now, on a side note, it sounds hypocritical. If she's that fine to you, you might want to reach out and see what's happening 1 time, 2 times, tops. And if she's not responding to you, yo, man, delete the number. It's over. It's over. Now, that's, I've told you, exception to the rule. Because we are hunter-gatherers, we do that. But in theory, I know that sounds hypocritical, but I'm just saying that's the reality with us men in the streets. You got a dime piece of stuff, she didn't call you. You might want to just call her back once or twice or some tops to see, what's good. But let me just say, in theory, and you give her a number and she's supposed to call you, and if she's not responding, she's not feeling it. But again, that's 98% of the time. That's why I said the 2%, it could be legitimate. Things happen, crises and stuff like that. That's legitimate. That's why I said you call back once or twice just to see what's good. Because something could have happened. She could have lost your number by accident. She could be feeling you but lost the number, whatever. Or, her cat died or whatever. It's legitimate. But I would say, the reason why I said max twice, because you calling twice or texting and leave a message, twice, and she don't respond, it's no purpose. It's no purpose. Just chalk it up to the game and keep moving. But when you men just keep following and pursuing stuff, I have done those goofy stuff when I was young, out here just calling multiple times and, just seeing what's good. And they, you're bothering them. And they're not bold enough to say, leave me alone. Some have, and because when you call hundreds of different women and you out here like a piranha just out here, I've done goofy stuff like that, and I can admit that, but I'm a different person now. I called women just to see what's good. But she wasn't the only one, but I'm just calling. Like telemarketing. Just call. Okay, Sally's not available. I call Jesse the next day. And if next week I call Sally again, it's just telemarketing procedure. But still, that's not a good look. Just eliminate your time. If she's feeling you, she gonna call you. She's not feeling you, it's what it is. And a lot of you men, you just keep calling, and bugging her, or you knocking on her door if you know where she lives, or going to her job or whatever. Just leave her be. Let her be. It's okay. There's plenty. You heard this. You heard the saying. There's plenty of fish in the sea. It's okay. She might be pretty, but you're gonna find other pretty women. She won't be the only. It's not a problem. It's okay. You'll be all right. Men, we gotta deal with the cold reality. Just stop chasing. You're wasting time. You're wasting your time and energy. And these women out here, a lot of these females out here is freaks. They really don't want to be with you. They don't even like you, men. That's the thing about it. A lot of these females don't really like men. They got hate for men. So you just, whatever. You to pass the time away. And I don't want to be that pass the time away guy for these females. Don't waste your time, man. It's a big world out here. You should be 150% just focusing on your paper and your brand and being a better you. And females will gravitate. Don't worry about how long it will take. What you need to do is focus on you. You got work to do, man. And you women, stop being deceitful and knowing what you really want. And if you're not ready for a relationship, just don't be in one. You say, oh, it gets lonely and stuff. But you know what? You just be a lonely whore. Don't be a whore and just causing chaos and mischief. Stand on your business. Be who you need to be. Thank you for listening.